guys, and I think it'd be fun to change up what we do on the channel a little bit. So I think this would be something new to try. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you like, and who knows, maybe we can incorporate more books and comics into the channel. So today we're going to be reading Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon. Okay, so you see Wonder Woman here on her demon horse. So as you can see, you'll also see her here with her sword. So the illustrations already look so nice. So this is volume 1, and as you can see, I have my little pointer here, which is so cute, and it's like baby pink, because as you know, baby pink is my favorite color. And also, I really like this illustration with her rope. Super cool. Okay, so as you can see here, we have some more illustrations. This one's by Jim Lee. Like, look how large her sword is. It's like, I feel like Wonder Woman is like what, like 5'4", 5'5", like, and just look how large this is. Crazy. And then we have Gateway City over here. Look how pretty. And then you have this little like fair here on the pier. Gorgeous. Alright, so let's begin. What was that? You think I know? I'm on the ground with you, Alan. We have to look. You first. You have the camera. You absolute coward. Is that news? What do you see? Is it still out there? That thing? Give me a minute. Gateway City, California. Now, as you can see here, you can see the gate, 3:05 p.m. Pacific time. Unknown object appears over Gateway City coast. This weird little pyramid thing. We're here just beyond the Gateway City boardwalk, filming from an unsecured location to bring you the sight of a literal, unidentified flying object on our doorstep. Local police and a growing military force are evacuating the immediate. Oh crap. Oh my god. Scree, scree, scree. Oh my goodness, look at all of these coming out of the upside down pyramid. Scree, scree, scree. Look, running for cover. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Scree. sun here. Come forward, witch. Apollo, you may kneel. I'm fine. Defiant, even in hell I see. I lean into my strengths. Perhaps it is what got you here. Perhaps. This is yours now. Mine. This is a baby. Why have you brought a baby to hell? This baby is Diana, princess of the Mascaria. She is the last of the Amazons, and she has been taken from them. She's been taken from them by my father, Zeus, as punishment for their crimes against the gods. Some of that seems like a radical interpretation of the text. Her home is now hell. You are her warden. She may never again be reunited with her Amazon sisters, and they will be imprisoned for eternity when their service to my father ends. And you may never say the word Amazon again. He's trying to hide it, but he's afraid of her. Why? From here forth, the word Amazon is banned. So I decree. Try it for me, Circe. Try to say the word. I want to see. This is hell. What if it dies? The gods care not. This is where she belongs for now. For however long she is. Sorry excuse for a sun god, you ask me. In his arrogance, he has not set very many rules, which is good for me. Surely she will die without care, but I am no mother, and since I was not tasked with keeping her alive, this will just take care of itself, I suppose. Oh, so this will very much take care of itself. Perhaps the gods are not so willing to leave things to chance. Can't say I care for that much. Will the gods send one thing after another to kill the child until it's done? If they do, she is doomed whether I take an interest or not. Yeet. Well. Ga. Hee. Vroom. Ba. No. She's going to learn the hard way. With that one, he'll singe off all her hair next time. I tell you, this baby is a force to reckon with. Plenty of things tried to kill her, us, but there was no overwhelming force of creatures bent on her destruction, as I'd feared. And she had a quality that softened even the most treacherous beasts. And I don't just mean all little creatures and demons and lost souls that drifted to her. How you fall in love with a child is by raising it. Kirk. This boy is hurting this tree. I don't like it. That's part of the lesson, Diana. Why doesn't the tree understand what's happening? Maybe is magic. Mother, there's a word. Yes. Do you know this word? What is it? You haven't said. I'm not sure it's real. It's real if you say it. Perhaps. Are you alright, Mother? Yes. Where did it come from? They rarely appear on the island this time of year. I don't know. Raising a child is how you fall in love. Be reasonable. You don't have to die today. But letting them go is how you prove your love. Gateway City, now. Pegasus, the perimeter. Snort. Are you in charge here, soldier? That is a no. Where is your superior? Thank you. You should evacuate all civilians within a mile. But I thought, they are not dead. They are only stunned. And they're not what's coming. They are but harbingers for what is to come. Shh. We are out of time. Evacuate your civilians and bring your army. But run. You are not welcome, Harbinger Prime. This world will defend itself. I stand before you with the mythical Athena blade forged by Hephaestus himself. It is more than capable of sending you to your maker. Go back to wherever you came from and tell whatever you herald that you are mistaken. This world is protected. But it is not. Hold. You can do it. Just hold. Pegasus. Whoosh. Damn laser eyes. Every time. Harbingers rise. Sow chaos and prepare the way. No. Scree, scree, scree. Again you stand. We are not amused. Clang. We warned you. Psst. Psst, 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 psst. Whomp. Mother, yes. I must ask you about this word again. I thought you might. It's important. It is. I'm afraid. My girl fears so little, but I am afraid. You're not afraid of a word. You're afraid of the change saying it will bring. How can I know a word without having ever heard it? How can it beat in my chest so powerfully without knowing what it means? Say the word, Diana. Say it and know it is what you are. Amazon. Amazon. What does it mean, Mother? Amazon. It is simply what you are, Diana. You are an... No. What was that? When Apollo first brought you to me, he banned me from ever saying that word. Why? Why would they do say your name again and become what you were always meant to be. Amazon. I am an Amazon. Again. Amazon. Again. Amazon. Amazon. Away, you warrior, you are beaten. Leave us as we must prepare the way. This world is ours now. No, we will continue to hurt you if you insist. I insist. How you prove your love is by setting your child free and arming her to the teeth with the greatest weapons imaginable, and watching her become everything she was always meant to become, watching her change the world. For I am Diana of the Mascara, last of the Amazons, daughter of Circe, princess of hell, witch of the wild isle. And you will not have this world while I still draw breath. This is such a very, very pretty picture. Gateway City. Now, Alan Fox reporting for the Gate. If you're just tuning in, sit down first, as these are historic and frankly terrifying images. At present, a strange superpowered woman is fighting massive creatures, the likes of which we've only seen in science fiction on our beach. The shores of Gateway City will never be the same. Maybe nowhere will be the same. 3:42 p.m. Pacific. New creature emerges from unknown object. That is but a taste. Harbinger Prime, retreat now and save yourself. Destroyer Harbingers. This is your final warning. Desist and retreat, or face your doom. Retreat is doom, you fool. So be it. Hear me, Harbinger Prime, for I bring to you Nemesis, a weapon forged in the fires of hell, fashioned by my mother, the sorceress Circe, made from the remains of the last basilisk, infused with the blood of Prometheus, blessed by Demeter, goddess of the harvest, mother of us all. And for you, Harbinger Prime, Nemesis will be a particular hell, for she binds and burns in proportion to your sins, and your soul shines bright with the blood of the innocent. Release me. The burn you feel, Harbinger, know that it is the result of the pain you have wrought on others. All you are feeling you have earned. Accept Nemesis' judgment of you. Release me, Amazon. Release me. You shall have your freedom on one condition only, Harbinger Prime. You will leave this place and not return, and you will pass this message to whatever monster summoned you to do this budding. This world is now protected by Diana of the Wild Isle, princess of hell, the last Amazon, and all the resources at her command. Tremble and hide for another millennium or two if you are wise. We accept. Very well. Steve. Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon, Part 2 of 5. Before Hell, the Wild Isle, home of Diana and Circe. By Hickrate. Hello, can you hear me? In Greek. You, please, to tell them I'm sorry. Try again. I can understand you now. Can you hear me? Who are you? Where did you come from? No. As he gets drug away. He got rescued. Mother, bring the Cerberus fur. It's the warmest. What in the Hecate's name? I found him by the shore. He washed up. I am not sure. We're wet because the Hydra tried to take him. By here, Diana, you can't just fight the Hydra so casually. I didn't fight it so much as just take him back. Let's hope its memory is short then. If it is not, then I will kill it. He does not belong to the Hydra. And who does he belong to, daughter? You? Of course not. He belongs to himself. But I found him, and so I am responsible for his life. I'm not sure that's entirely true, but admirable nonetheless. I'll put the kettle on. I thought on the beach. I thought you spoke Greek. I did, but we're not in Greece. I wish. So where are we? We're in my home. I live here with my mother, Circe. Right, but where? Well, this is going to be hard. You're in the underworld. 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 Wait. Hell. Essentially, yes. I'm dead. Not exactly. But you are still quite weak. Try to take it easy. You've been through a lot. Probably. I'll just give you a minute with that. Give him time, Diana. It's quite a shock. Why do you think he is here, Mother? I don't know. Do you think it's a test? Or a trap? Or a gift? Ma'am, I apologize for my, behavior is probably the best word here. Not my best day, but thank you for taking me into your home. I'm indebted to you and your daughter for your assistance in care. My name is Steve Trevor, United States Air Force. Pleasure to meet you, Steve. I'm Circe. This is my daughter, Diana. Welcome to Hell. Fortunately for you, you landed on the Wild Isle, which, thanks to Diana and myself, is the safest place to be if you have to be in Hell. I do believe that, ma'am. Diana, would you be willing to show me where you found me? I'd like to investigate the area. Of course. I wouldn't throw them just there, Steve. Huh? Well, that's right where the Hydra tried to take you. It's probably still around. They're throwing rocks. Hydra. You can see the edge of one of the tentacles going under just there. I don't see it. I apologize. I forget my vision is quite good. I mean, my vision is good, as a pilot, you need excellent eyes. Your eyes are, well, something else. You're very tall. We're of similar height. Yes, well, I'm also very tall. And in my world, there are almost no women as tall as you. Does this matter? No, actually, it doesn't matter at all. Then let's talk of something else. Tell me of your world, other than how tall people are. I'm sorry, it's hard to think about it right now, that I'll never see it again. Does anyone? I mean, I don't want to brag, Diana, but I didn't think hell was where I was headed. Oof, you're tough. Give a guy a minute to adjust, I guess. I just thought I was a good man, Diana. Here's what I think. Not everyone here belongs here. It's just sometimes where we've ended up. Thank you for saving me. Twice. You're welcome. Gateway City. Now. I hoped I would see you, but I never dreamt it would be today. What are you doing here? Saving the day. Your costume is very handsome. It's called an uniform. And you're about to meet a whole bunch of uniforms, as I've been asked to bring you to Commander Cole. Lead the way. These people, Diana, you do not need to warn me, Stephen. I am not entirely naive in the world of men. I had a teacher with a sharp tongue in these things, as you well know. And I know that though they are grateful to be saved, many will not be grateful for my help in particular. An odd contradiction, but one I am more than capable of handling. Endangering a massive number of lives with this insanity and without any military coordination, let alone approval. For all we know, you're in league with the damned thing. Incredibly convenient. You showed up the exact moment it did and are the only one that can stop it. Explain that to me, if you don't mind too terribly much. I understand your position, Commander. I am an outsider and an element you cannot control, and that frustrates you. But this is not my problem. My problem is that monsters are coming, and I am only one woman, but I will coordinate with you to the best of my ability so that we may save more lives together. This world is not prepared for what is coming for it, and you will need my help. But please understand that any effort to fashion me into yet another arm of your military-industrial complex will simply not be tolerated. You dare to? Yes. How is the evacuation proceeding? Slow, but we're going to stop the orders. You killed it, right? Or sent it home or something. I did, but that was just a harbinger. Like a messenger of things to come. Exactly. For something larger, of course. Do you know what it will be or when? Oh no, there are many things it could be when. As to when, I'd say within the hour. The hour, if we're lucky, yes. Get Grandpa on the line right now. And Jacoby, get in touch with the chief of police and the commissioner. Tell them they've got 40 minutes to finish evacuating. And you, if you won't play ball, I'll have you court-martialed. Commander, that seems... You're out of line, Trevor. The rest of the world may think you're some kind of superhero meets Jesus, but I know you're just a man. You can be court-martialed, too. Hopefully, that would be before any more innocent people have lost their lives. I'll be outside feeding my horse. Oh. What the hell does a dead horse eat? Magic. Agreed. Whatever the Harbinger Prime was heralding will still come. Defeating the herald will not stop it. Can you understand your horse? I can communicate with all animals, Steve. Can I pet him? You may. He finds your manner soothing. What's his name? Pegasus. I know he's a Pegasus, but what's his name? Pegasus. Your Pegasus is named Pegasus. Steve, my winged horse is the great mythological winged horse Pegasus, born of Medusa's blood, slain by Zeus. Is that why he's bones? He is far more than just bones. But yes, he is bones because he was slain. So how is he alive? Magic and sacrifice, just like you. I'm sorry about what happened in there. It's disappointing, but I expected it. What will you do if they won't let you help? I'd like to see them try. They will come around, Steve. I'm sorry to say there are many things coming that will force them to. They need my help, and there will be others too. Others. Heroes. Years. By Caigs. Diana, what's happening? Cover your ears. What is that sound? It will pass. It's what comes next we have to fear. Mother, protect me in dangerous waters. Goddesses, guide my hand, righteous and true. Sisters, if I do not find you in this world, I will find you in the next. For now, I have seen the face of the tetracide, and none who see it shall survive. Oh my God, Diana, what is it? Death personified. Commander, evacuate the city. Now, I'll buy you time. City? You said a mile. I was wrong. Goddesses, protect us all. The tetracide leaves nothing behind. Oh wow, I actually like this, I like this version of this photo. I like it. Gateway City Natural History Museum. Now. She appears to be well. We just don't know what she's doing. Where's Barbara? I can't believe she isn't seeing this. I'm right here. Maybe she can't use that lasso thing on this thing, this new thing. Is she saying something? I can't make it out. Wonder Woman. Barbara. Gateway City Boardwalk. Now at the Kraken. What did you do? Just some magic to slow it down. Buy us time. The tetracide is very resistant to magic. My mother would have been more effective, but alas, we have only me. Before you leave, and you should all leave immediately, greatest danger, given that it has emerged in a heavily populated area. Because what the tetracide means by death of fear is that you are no longer capable of feeling fear when you see it, and you're instead drawn to it. Very soon, the tetracide will begin to emanate a sound. It will be loud and sharp. It will travel for miles. And when people hear that sound, they will be drawn to it like bees to honey. They will do anything to be with the sound. They will walk right into the tetracide's jaws, where one dies in agony, a death of mind, body, and soul. And a death of soul, I don't want to be dramatic, but the people who are crushed to death in the race to the tetracide's maw will be the lucky ones. Lord, yes, for anyone who manages to survive the sound, touching the tetracide will begin to destroy your mind, making you incapable of resisting. Death of body quickly follows as it ingests you, and death of soul as well. That explains itself, does it not? So please, for the love of Hera, leave this place. Run if you can. Diana, wait. Steve, please, do everything you can to get these people out of here. I cannot help them once the sound begins, and it will begin very soon. Pegasus, keep your distance. Attack with hellfire if you can, but stay out of reach. Snorts and neighs. I know, but it lays one tentacle on you, and that's it. And I am quite sure Zeus will make certain you are not resurrected again, my friend. Tetracide, I wish you no ill will. I only seek to protect these people, this city, this world. I will give you the offer I gave to the Prime Harbinger. Leave now and never return, or die hard and painful by my hand. Broom, broom. So be it. Squelch. Scream. Goddess Nike, lend me your wing speed, if not to victory. Strike true, my friend. Slice, slice, jump. No. The Last Amazon, Part 3 of 5. Then, the Wild Isle. Hell. Now, Steve. Chop. Move. You respect only strength, Hydra, and thus you have driven us to this madness. Relent, and we can live in peace once again. You will never have him. I am sorry for your loss. Choose peace and live by Diana's good word. Could it really understand you? Unclear. Most creatures can, but not all. What it certainly understands is strength. But I am sorry it pushed me to such lengths. I shouldn't have let it get that far. I think it is quite taken with you. Well, I'm sorry to be so provincial, but the feeling is not mutual. It's amazing. Everything here is a trap, or pain, or struggle, and yet, you and Circe have made such a home of it. Your own little paradise. Love is always transformative, Steve. Always. The surface could use a whole lot more than that. More of it, actually. coast and the way the light hits the Pacific at sunset, it always reminded me of my mother's laugh for some reason. Something about how it dances across the tips of the water, consistent and yet surprising. I miss how it reminded me of her every time I saw it. Steve, would you mind grabbing some firewood from the pile by the door? No problem. I found it, Mother, the way to send Steve home. This spell. No, Diana, no, that is not the way. It is. No, look. If you read this spell closely, you'll understand this is not a small sacrifice. This is burned in a willow from a sacrifice of the high offering. I read it, then you didn't understand it. I understand it perfectly. Diana, I appreciate you ladies letting me venture to the edge of the porch on my own. Maybe one day I'll be allowed to step off it. Perhaps someday. Diana, what are you doing up at this hour? I couldn't stop thinking about it. About what, darling? About what I am to be. If I am a great warrior and will someday be an even greater one, a savior of humanity, as you say, then I cannot fail in my first mission for humanity. Mission to return to them one of their great heroes. One good man is all it takes to save the world. He wasn't a gift, Mother. He was a test. That's not. We don't know that, Diana. If we were right that I am a great warrior, then the dominant arm of a great warrior is a worthy sacrifice. Oh my gosh, she cut off her arm, guys. She cut off her arm. Okay, girl. Diana, what have you done? Was that necessary? Oh, no, really, was that necessary to cut off her arm? But she said, what was necessary? Okay, girl, if you say so. Damn, she cut off her arm, y'all. Anyways, I had known for a very long time that she was exceptional. But even still, I had underestimated her. Her capacity for love. Diana, her capacity for pain. Her capacity for sacrifice. Diana, her capacity for honor. This child would change the world. I had foreseen it in my scrying pool, but now I was seeing it live in front of me, living and breathing. I'm sorry you didn't get to say goodbye. I will see him again. It was more powerful than I ever could have imagined. Look, she cut off her arm and look, he ended up back home. Isn't that nice? Gateway City. Now. Are you okay? I'm fine. But your arm. It took your arm. I lost my arm long ago, and its place is a magic arm my mother and I made. I can get it back. But it will take complicated magic. Was anything from my earlier speech about this danger unclear, Jacoby? You have to move your people now. Shh, Diana. Click. I'm confused. Why are these people not evacuating their people? The girls that did like other's arm. I think I got closer. It was more than worth it. The rest of you, the sound is already beginning. I could feel the rumbling on the beach. You must move now, or the next time I see you, you will be climbing over each other so that you might be devoured. For the love of Hecate, move faster. I don't want to leave you here alone, Diana. I know it's why you were worthy of saving in the first place, but it will be all for naught if you die on that beach today. Please listen to me and go. Slam. Oof. I have you. Miss, you shouldn't be here. In fact, it's too late for you to run. Please go inside this sea monster theme bar and speak with Steve or Trevor. Tell him Diana asked him to get you to safety. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. The Amazons. It's what they would call their champion, the absolute best of them. You are one, right? An Amazon. You know of the Amazons. I wrote my dissertation on the myth of the Amazons. It's my primary field of study. Myth. Well, not to me, or I'm guessing you. I must go. We will speak on this more. Barbara, Minerva, and I am Diana. Screech. I'm in the book. Screech. I do not know what that means, but I will find out. This is futile. I will break upon the tetracide and die, leaving no one left to fight for these people. And once the sound begins, they will literally crush one another in their rush to embrace horrific ends at any cost. But I will see no other path. It must be the sword, the lasso, something solid, as my magic alone is no match for the tetracide with its hide so thick, unless... Yes, that could work, but I would need to strengthen it. No, not strengthen, widen, 1,000-fold. Yes, I think that would do it. Live at the gate, large creature looms over Gateway City. The military has called for a full evacuation of the city, but of course, that is easier said than... Oh, Gentlemen, I'm going to need your assistance. This is not for recording, gentlemen. Can I ask why? Of course, it is mostly because I don't want people to be afraid. And new things are often scary. A frightened populace will serve no one now. The other reason is because magic is sacred, and not everyone has earned the responsibility to wield it. That was a pretty good answer. It really was. Hello, Gateway City. My name is Diana, and I'm afraid I need your help to save your city. There is a terrible monster on your beach called the Tetracide, and I have been trying to fight it, but it is very powerful. It is beyond me. The military is trying to evacuate you, but there is simply not enough time. Soon the Tetracide will begin to emit a sound that will compel you to sacrifice yourselves to it. This will be difficult to hear, to understand, but to save you from this fate, I'm going to briefly make all of you deaf, the entire city. Many of you do not believe me, but I assure you, you're about to become believers. Tetraside itself. And so I need you to be calm. I need you, especially those of you that are hearing this message now, to help your friends and neighbors. Kindness and compassion are all that will save us now. I came here to save your city, but today it seems it will be up to each of you to save your city instead. I know you can do it. Wonder Woman believes in you. Thank you, gentlemen. I ask that you run that on loop rather than broadcasting the tetraside, as one is instructive and hopeful, and the one will only encourage chaos and fear. I am counting on you to be the former. Smash. Whoosh. Oh wow, look at this. Very nice. Gateway City, now. I know you can do it. Wonder Woman believes in you. On this note, it says, I'm going out to help. Stay here. Effect is temporary. Stay home. Watch news. Who went out to help? Let's see. Hey, Etta. Can we come in? Steve, you're here with Wonder Woman. Hello? Oh God, I can hear you. Am I going to hear this death sound? You're okay. I've done a protective spell just around this building so that we may communicate safely. Sorry to barge in, ladies. Diana, this is Etta Candy and her sister Gia Candy. Ladies, this is the woman who saved me in hell, Diana of the Wild Isle. This is a lot to process, but I'm guessing there's no time for that. Why are you here? Diana asked me if I knew any witches. I said I did. Wait, me? Fear not, Gia. I come seeking only some ingredients, no more. I had to use the last of some things for the spell to deafen the city. You see, to fight this creature, I really do need my arm back. The prosthetic is a powerful weapon, forged in fire by Hephaestus himself, but it is no match for what it replaces, and what I face is perhaps beyond me, even at my best and strongest. Well, arms are good to have. Remember all the times I mercilessly teased you about Diana and how she couldn't possibly be all that you were describing? Vividly. Yeah, you undersold. Told you. I don't know that we'll have a skin of Prometheus. Ironically, Gia, most of the ingredients hardest for me and my mother to acquire are quite common here. Let's see. Black walnut, yucca root, witch's burr, athleia foot, vervain, valerian, really. Now, there are many kinds because there will be quite a lot of blood. So, Steve, when you volunteered all of us to give blood to this spell, was that just pure instinct, or I already said I was sorry, Etta? Oh, shut your... Etta, he only beat you to volunteering. You shut up. Both of you shut up. Kate, hear me. Daughter of your beloved Cersei calls on you in fire and blood. Lend me once again your great power in order to do great justice. Okay, so now we are on part 4 of 5 of the Absolute Wonder Woman, the Last Amazon. Before the Wild Isle Hell. Huff, huff. The visions have started then. You did this. That is not exactly how I would put it, but yes, my most devoted disciple, my most beloved of all I have loved. There is a great and powerful game afoot, Cersei. Each of us with our roles to play, each of us with our sacrifices to make. The arc of the long universe is long, and it should bend toward justice. But at every chance, it does not. Instead, it dies smothered in its cradle over and over again. No more. A new path has been set, but many were broken to set it. Some minds, some bodies, some hearts. When I too was asked for what was most sacred to me, I could not blink. If I was beloved, you would have never have allowed me to be imprisoned in hell. You would never have allowed me to be brought so low. You would never have forced a child on me that was not my own. I would have given you to this cause no matter what. You're not wrong, but I could also see what it would be. I could see that only one such as you could raise the hero we would need. And I could also see that her love would change you in ways you could not have imagined. When I saw that you would defy even me to protect her, I would never. You will. And that is how I know that in this case, that was right for me, for the world, and for Diana also happened to be right for you. You may look upon me, Cersei, most beloved and of all my beloveds. Look upon Hecate and know you are blessed and will be remembered. Wow, look at this. I like this outfit with the hands, the fit. Oh, very nice. I like this. From that night on, the visions came, not regularly, but from time to time. Flashes of what Diana would be to the world, of how she would suffer and also persevere. How the goddess's great plans would knit together so carefully that nobody would see her until it was too late. And also of how lonely I would be trapped here without her. I had a bad dream. Yes, me too. 'twas this night I began plans to make her first lasso, built with love and pain, magic and fire. It would be called Weesia Sacrifice. Like Diana's love, it would be transformative. What was your dream about, Mama? The future. And like my love, it would be a prison. Look at all these pets they had. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yes, they had like 4 pets. Gateway City. Now, in your honor, Hecate, I will prevail or die. Thank you, my friends. My strength is fully returned. I owe you a debt, and it will not be forgotten. You have like a full pint of blood on your face. Probably should clean that before you go. Thank you, Edda. You wrote this? Yeah. What did he write? It says, oh, temporary. Stay home. Wrath news. Okay. When we arrived, you were going out to help despite the danger. Seemed like the right thing to do. It was your job. Is something with protecting people. Yes, I mean, no, I used to be a detective in Gateway City, and now I'm something called a private investigator. So, similar work, but now you work for yourself, yes. You have quite the way with words, you know. Do I? Yes. You somehow make everything seem better than it is. Hopeful. I can live with that. The bubble protecting your shop will dissipate soon, probably before the deafness spell abates. But the tetracide sound will end shortly, and the spell not that long after that. I hope to see you all again. Bye, Hecate. No. Look, there's a fire. I must lure it back to the beach before it embeds. Look how big this is. It's huge, and she's down here with her lasso. The tentacles have returned to their natural position, which means it has stopped emitting the death of fear sound, and I can feel my spell fading as well. But because the population has not come to the tetracide, it is seeking them out, and that I cannot have. Whoosh! Hello, my friend. I've had a very big idea for you. You're going to love it. But first, we must bring the tetracide back to the beach, away from any civilians. This sword is huge and thick. Nice. Be what it most craves. Smash. All magic has a price, it is known. Hold fast, Pegasus. That price can have many facets, like using a tool that is the exact sound of what will happen if you fail. Your own nightmare come alive. It was a good idea the first time, but I just hadn't thought big enough. Half the battle is choosing the right weapon, and so all is not yet lost. Wow, like look how big goddess Athena, aid your humble servant in striking true. Let the Athena blade break upon it as waves cutting through stone. Mother, though I am far from home, lend me your strength, your conviction, your indomitable will. Wow, look at that. Just sliced them right in half. And she's just over here so tiny. Wow. Okay, girl. Thank you, Mother. Live the gate, mysterious Wonder Woman keeps creature at bay. This is... Where's Commander Cole? He's still evacuating civilians on the ground, sir. We haven't heard much from them since the city went deaf. Gale, you're the damned National Security Advisor. Advise already. The White House, Washington, D.C. Mr. President, I'd say even if she killed that thing, we still have a very big problem on our hands. Wow. Look at the lasso. So pretty. Oh, I really love this image. She looks so pretty here. Well, it wasn't expecting that. We're currently in Gateway City. A dead center hit might have killed it, but we make the best of what we have. Hello, my friend. Thank you. I doubt the injury will be enough to get it to retreat, but... Whoosh. Boom. Fuck. Hera. No. Hecate, please aid your servant in her hour of need. Only 2 missiles were diverted. The third is still headed right for the city, with no way for me to reach it in time. Oh my goodness. Boom. Thank you, Hecate. Thank you, Pegasus. Can't be having any more of that. Hi. Hi. So I need you to not do that again, alright? Yes, ma'am. looks like the happy. No, it looks like the harpy nearly killed you, even with Oisia in hand. Perhaps you should take a moment to be grateful for her instead of cursing her compromises. That went well. She either cannot see the cruelty in it or she does not care. You're right about which. Perhaps both, but certainly the second. The second scares me more than the first. Perhaps she does not care simply because she knows how long to weight things appropriately, and I don't. I'm not going to hold your hand and dance around it, princess. If your mother, who knows the future, made you a cruel weapon, I suspect she knows you're going to need it. She does not know the future. She can sometimes see parts of the future. That's not the same thing. You think she leads you astray? No. I'm really liking this outfit. It's a little scandalous. Then what ails you, princess? I trust her implicitly. She frequently tells me I shouldn't. Not because she is false, but because I am too trusting. Despite that, I have never doubted her. Until now. This weapon, perhaps we do not see the things the same way. Foolish girl. I apologize, goddess. I spoke too freely. That lasso is your mother, girl. She made it with love and pain, fire and blood. It is a lasso of transformification, because transformation is what she knows best, and for you she demands only the best. And it was you that made her believe in transformation even more than me. It was you. Mother, forgive me. There's nothing to forgive, but there is. You are so powerful, the greatest sorceress to ever live. You have taught me all I know, and loom like any mother over a child, a god. You cast such a shadow, it is easy for me to forget that you have not been freely given all that I have been given. You are self-made, like a great stone, carved through ore and pain, and later by love. Oath is not the weapon I would have made for myself, but I see now that it is a good thing. As myself is limited, my vision narrow, I will always benefit from other eyes. I was wrong to doubt you, but you must teach me how to master it, please. That's right, girl. Show her how to use the lasso. Gateway City. Now. Oh, mother, you are always right. Did you see this moment in your scouring pool? Did you know that the answer would be so treacherous? This will take great focus, and the way back, well, that is not certain. And this form, it must be just right. The tetraside has no natural enemies. It leans towards sound as both a weapon and defense, but it has. Oh, Pegasus, of course. It was in front of me the whole time. I am become Medusa. Somehow she's made herself Medusa. What's a Medusa? Girl, how do you not know who Medusa is? What in the world? Anyways. She was a priestess of the goddess Athena. She was raised by Poseidon in one of Athena's temples. For this sin, the goddess Athena cursed her with that form you see now. That's horrible. The gods are cruel, but also maybe that's not how it happened. Records are dicey in these matters, and stories often contradict. But Medusa's actual curse wasn't the transformation. Not really. The curse is that all who look Medusa in the eye are turned to stone. Look at that, he's now turned to stone. It's dead. Why is she still Medusa? Maybe it's not that simple. If you become something else, how do you remember what you were? Your friends remind you, Steve, you are absolutely not going out there. Edda, she cut off her own arm to get me out of hell. There's no scenario where I leave her out there alone. It's a good idea, Edda. It's probably our best chance. Great. Look at all its eyes. You see all those eyes it has? Diana, I know you can hear me, and I know you understand that this is not who you are. You are a great hero and warrior who saved me from the underworld. You cut off your arm, an incredible sacrifice to free me, to send me home. You must remember, you are Diana, witch of the Wild Isle, daughter of Circe. Diana, the last of the Amazons, Wonder Woman, hero of the Gateway City. Oh, they're hugging. So cute. One good man can save the world, Steve. Thank you. Look at all that stuff on her face. Do you think they're gonna kiss? Let's find out. Is it really over? Almost. Unlike everything else, however, I think this part will be most satisfying. Why didn't they kiss? They were so close. Look. She's gonna now go in and beat it up, I bet, and put it to smithereens. Look at that. She pounded the crap out of this. Wow, she's mad strong. Thank you, Hera, protector of women, for your aid. Hecate, for your great wisdom and light in my darkest hour. Armedius, for the skill and thirst of the hunt. Hestia, the fire of truth and faith. Aphrodite, for allowing me to see with love. Demeter, circle of life and mother to us all. And Athena, today your ancient cruelty to Medusa saved us all, and perhaps there is a lesson for me in even that. Diana, is it really over? Yes, that should do it. I'd say so. How did you know that would work? I didn't know for certain. Medusa is a horror story, a cruel fate dealt by the hand of a goddess. I love Athena, who has only ever blessed me. When my feelings about the injustice of Medusa's flight burn bright, I try to remember that all of us, even versions of ourselves. We need to be better than that. All of us. Thank you for helping me find myself. I am in your debt again. Are you leaving? Oh, there's much to be done. I'm not going anywhere. Diana. Look at this arm. It just came up and just plucked her from the ground. Look at that. Oh, what the? Look at this photo. Oh, I like this with her lasso just dripping like that. Oh yeah, I like this. I like that. So we have here Wonder Woman on Pegasus. It's just literally all bones, not even skin and bones, just bones. Kneel, princess, and let's see that pretty face. Throne room of Hades, the underworld. Now, lovely princess, you cannot leave the underworld. Man, they came and plucked her from the ground to the underworld. Isn't that crazy? Absolute Wonder Woman, the lady, or the tiger. Part 1 of 2. So it seems like we have like 2 stories in one book. 2 for 1. So let's do a brief recap. So it seems like Homegirl, she defeated, the monster. Everything is all good. She finally got her courage. She lassoed up. She turned into Medusa. That big ugly monster terrorizing the city is dead. Gone. Kapoosh. Okay. Now, she's there thinking she has more work to do, but then the underworld hand came and snatched her up with a quickness, okay, right in front of everybody, snatched her up and brought her downstairs. And that's where we're at right now. Just as a brief recap, if you are tuning in or something like that, or you zoned out, Except I did. Yes, you did. And we'll be getting to how you did that in short order. Why did you not remove her weapons? She had none, sire. Nearly everything she's wearing is a weapon, you fool. Disarm yourself, princess. I am surprised, sire. You are a god, and yet you fear my weapons. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why are you afraid? Curiosity rules this more than fear, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. I wonder if that is what the stories will say. I see you, but hear your mother's tongue. Unfortunate. May I keep my boots, sire? You may, if only to speed things up. Wow, look at these abs. She has great abs. Oh, wow. Wow, she looks so good here. I'm liking this fit. Better. Yeah, in my opinion, yes. Do you think I can't smell an enchanted pouch? The magic coming off that thing might as well have cartoonish stink lines. Empty it. I never imagined you as a fan of cartoons, sire. That tongue, Cersei has sharpened it a bit too far, princess. Perhaps it was also sharpened by circumstance. My statement stands. So she got 3 different type of lassos, and obviously, her big bad sword and some armor. Just would send me for more dangerous items that she needed. The feather of a firebird that frequented our island in the spring, or ancient bones from the floor of the wild sea. It was only when she sent me to Prometheus that I began to understand the true scope of my mother's vision. Before Mount Prometheus, on the borders of myth and reality. It was called something else before, but as long as I have been alive, I have known it as Mount Prometheus. I suppose when you chain a titan to a mountain to torture him for eternity, it does become his mountain. Wow, look, he's so big, but that makes sense because he's a titan, you know? Oh, Themis and fair Dyke, my blood spilled in your honor. Hear me in the name of all those who are unjustly bound. Bless this axe, that it may strike true in thy name of justice. I ask for forgiveness, Lord Prometheus. Ding! Mang! Clang! Forgiveness. For my inadequacy, I confess. I have not the power to free you permanently, but I thought a respite might be welcome. It is indeed, princess. Hello, sister. I wonder if I might persuade you to not eat from my friend anymore. I know, but even gods are sometimes wrong. Do you not also find that to be true? Ah, thank you, sister. Might I ask you to pass the message to your friends? You will have the thanks and friendship of Diana, witch of the Wild Isle, for all my days. I am confident she and all those she knows will not return, but that does not mean nothing else will come again. I apologize for my limitation. Zeus's decrees are difficult to maneuver around, even for those of us who know the way. Drink as much as you like. It will replenish as you do. Circe has always been clever. I'm happy to see she has not lost a step since being trapped in the underworld, and I am even happier to see that her daughter is much the same. Thank you, Lord Prometheus. You honor me with your words, but my presence here is not unselfish. You wish for something in return? Yes, but only if it is no trouble to you. Well, let us see, princess. Ask for your boon. A vial of your blood, Prometheus. A part of you, champion of humanity, their greatest ally and protector, to power a weapon of fire and justice. I pledge in my own name and the name of my mother Circe, sorceress of the Wild Isle, that I will use such a weapon with only good intentions and in the service of protecting humanity from monsters, including the gods, should it come to that. Strike off the tip of my finger, so you may have my flesh and my blood for your weapons, and perhaps something else too. I am not worthy of this gift, Prometheus, but it is exactly what you are worthy of, princess. Yes. Diana, look, my last gift. Rise, great one. Once born from the blood of Medusa, eventually betrayed and killed by Zeus, now reborn of my blood and a cry of justice on the very wind. Rise up. Pegasus, and live again. This is a dangerous game to play with. A god already has you chained. I delight in spitting in his eye, as should we all. You climbed this treacherous mountain to hide the scope of your powers from those looking closely, but you should fall at home. Pegasus, like so many, has been radicalized by injustice. You will make a fine pair. I am forever in debt, your Lord Prometheus. The gods are full of surprises. In my experience, they are usually horrific surprises, but occasionally they remind you of their true potential. Thorn room of Hades, now. Though not today, perhaps. Ah, the arrogance of youth is almost charming. This lasso nemesis, you called it, it is made of much more than just Prometheus. I sent something else, something dark and venomous. Yes, basilisk. You killed the last basilisk. Yes, as a trophy. This seems a bit strange for all your talk of justice, princess. I do not kill for trophies. The basilisk's soul was soaked in the blood of the innocent. Yes, well, aren't we all? But that is not why I killed it. Zeus, apparently angry that I was still alive, had tasked it with killing me. It regularly appeared on the wild isle trying to fulfill its missions. Before the cave of the basilisk, I had decided it would be better to surprise it in its own lair, so I tracked it until it laid its head down to rest. A look from the basilisk is lethal. To see its eyes is certain death. Is that a literal fact, or simply poetry about the danger? Impossible to know. And so, before entering, I used magic to blind myself. Princess. In some ways, being unable to see was not a weakness, and it still had weaknesses to exploit. A basilisk is highly sensitive to certain smells, and a witch who can blind herself is more than capable of manipulating a smell. To enhance it 10,000-fold, a scent that would drive even the most sensible of creatures into a frenzy. Of course, I had removed my own sense of smell before entering. Rest easy, basilisk. May you find peace that eluded you in this world in your next one. Throne room of Hades, now. The last basilisk. And naturally, you and your mother harvested the body, the venom, all of it. Naturally, a witch never lets anything go to waste, a mark of both respect and conservation. Yes, I'm sure the basilisk appreciated your conservation. It is less about the basilisk and more about the wider world, I find. Well, this has been all very educational, if theoretical. Theoretical? You think I did not do these things? Not at all, but let us see how you feel about conservation when applied more personally to you? Mother. Oh no, she's tearing up, y'all. Look, her mom's trapped up in here, this like web of chains. At last, no more smart remarks from that too sharp tongue. We all have weaknesses, princess. Yours was quite easy to pinpoint. Oh, look at this. It's, Cersei and Diana. Look at that mother-daughter duo. Before the wild isle. Hell. I said you're silly. I said it. You're it, silly. Lady Persephone. Oh, Lady Persephone. Hello, Diana. Come meet my tree. Oh, wow. I like her hair. She just got this one strangly tree. Are you sure it's a tree? Yes, she's just very small right now, just as you are, but one day she will be great, just as you will be. I walk the underworld every day that I must be here, in part because wherever I walk, life follows me. But in the underworld, it dies, almost instantly, almost all of it. But sometimes something very special is able to break through. I'd like that. Mother always needs more plants. Come show me the rest of your home, Diana. Perhaps we can encourage more to grow. Have you ever heard the story of how I came to be queen of the underworld, Diana? It involves a kidnapping and some very diabolical pomegranate seeds. Arena of the Damned. Hell. Now. Hurt. Thank you. Wife, I was considering banning magic in the arena. Might make it even more interesting. What do you think? Smash. I think when she beats your Shamira with only one arm, it will be hard for you to recover from that shame. I'd leave it, darling. Absolute Wonder Woman, the Lady, or the Tiger, Part 2 of 2. Before the Wild Isle. Hey Kate, please answer me. I have made all the offerings, said all the prayers, and still you are silent. But this is for Diana, and I must demand an audience with you. Now, speak fast, Cersei. I have only seconds. With great haste, Cersei. Of course, I don't know how to get Diana out of hell when the time comes. I mean, how will I do this impossible thing? There will be 2 escapes. The first is temporary, and you need not concern yourself with the second is more permanent. And Goddess, ears are everywhere, Cersei, but a path has been laid. Long ago, when I first saw that Hera was right and that Zeus would eventually come for the Amazons, I impressed Hades with a simple but diabolical story. Not long after, a new game emerged in his arena. The way has been prepared. Whoosh. Thunk. The Lady or the Tiger. Is this the new game that is in the arena? I think this is the game. Fast forward to now. is called The Lady or the Tiger. Is this a new story, Mama? I think it's actually quite old, but I've only now just found it. Once upon a time, long ago, there was a beautiful princess, and she fell in love with a handsome young man who was not a prince. When her father, the king, realized this, he sent the princess's young suitor to the arena. The king said it was a place that allowed the gods alone to decide someone's fate, but everyone knew that that was less true than he claimed. In the arena, the young suitor would face 2 doors. Behind one door was a beautiful young woman to be his wife, and the promise of a long and happy life. Behind the other was a tiger and certain death. A last resort, and no Diana. Oh, this one. Can he reason with the tiger or fight it as last resorts? A last resort, and no Diana. Most people can neither communicate with tigers nor fight them and live. But the princess, still very much in love, had told her suitor she would discover which door held freedom and signal this to him so that he might live. But then the princess learned that the beautiful young woman behind the door was someone she was deeply jealous of, a woman who the suitor had once loved, and who the princess had long hated. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. And a choice that had been painful but relatively easy on the face of it suddenly felt like the worst kind of punishment the young princess could imagine. Sending her love off to be happy with someone else while she remained trapped and alone, she could imagine no fate more painful. And in the morning, when her suitor stood before the princess ticked her head almost imperceptibly in one direction to indicate which door the suitor should choose. And so he did. Oh, you see, she's looking at this one. The end. Wait, what? That's the end. But we don't know what happened. I think that's the point, darling. But I don't understand. Did he live? What happened? That's all there is, Diana. We can read it again when you're a bit older, perhaps. I don't want to read it again. It's horrible. Psh, we'll see. Now we're jumping back to present day. Now. Wham. Tell me again, what is the point of the fighting, husband? Well, you know how I like to see a good fight. Yes. And sometimes someone even loses a limb. Quite exciting. Slam. You don't think it takes away from the main event? No. It's like appetizers. No need to fill up on them. There will be plenty of pain still to come in the main course. Before. So we're throwing it back. Let's reverse a little. Before. The princess ticked her head almost imperceptibly in one direction to indicate which door the suitor should choose. And so he did. I still don't understand it. It will come. If the point is that the gods decide your fate, it doesn't make sense, because it's not the gods, it's the princess who decides. Then perhaps that's not what it's about. I don't like the princess. She's selfish. She doesn't love the suitor. She loves herself. You're right. Maybe we're to understand her, not agree with her. She should be better. That assumes she chooses to let him die. She should be better regardless of her choice, even considering his death is beneath her. I understand you are caught up on her worthiness, but do you think the story. No. Now we're back at present day. We're just jumping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I am sorry, sister. Like many of us, your life was not your own. I take no pleasure in your pain, but if you will not yield, you leave me no choice. Yield and fight another day. I see. Now we're jumping back to before. Chop. By Caigs. I'm not the princess. Chop. Now we're back at present day. Now, she is beaten, Hades. Do not make me kill her. Only one of you may leave the arena, princess. If you force me to kill her, Hades, for nothing, for sport, then you are not the god I thought you might be, and it will draw a faithful line between us. You say this to a god. You say this to the lord of the underworld. Rest easy in your next life, sister. Crack. Forgive me. Oh, look at that. She won. Look at these nails, crazy. Goddess Themis, if justice truly rules your mind and heart, lend me your strength and power now. Join with great and terrible Hecate to see true justice made it out, even in this hopeless place. Hades, you are no god, no lord. You are warden of a prison, nothing more. You dare, I do. It's about to go down. You are but an errand boy, chained to this forsaken place by Zeus. She called him an errand boy. Oh my goodness. Now is she this powerful? Oh my goodness, look at her. You know why I'm so powerful. It is because keeping me here is unjust. It is shameful, and everyone who knows of it knows the truth of its injustice, and it demands a reckoning. But your reckoning is not today, warden. No, your time will yet come. And in the meantime, I believe we have a game to finish, a question of 2 doors. Pick a door, princess, so that I no longer have to look at your insolent face. Behind one door is certain death, behind the other freedom. But before you choose, your mother should know that should you find the door to your freedom, you will never be able to return to her. You will be barred from the underworld until your death. He said she's gonna come back after she dies. She's going to hell after she dies. Is that what he's trying to say? How rude is that? You will lose your daughter forever, Circe. Your wild isle will be the barren stone it was when you first arrived for all eternity. Make your choice, princess. The hour grows late and I grow weary of your company. Tick. Oh my gosh, what do you think is behind the door? Thank you for trusting me, mother. Oh, she got a smirk. What's this? Did I stutter? You've won your freedom and you may not return. About that, it seems I had occasion some time ago to eat a diabolical pomegranate seed your wife gave me. Snap. What husband. Oh, she's letting him know. Okay, she's like, let me see. This is not finished, princess. You've made a grave miscalculation and a motivated enemy, and so have you. I am forever indebted to you, goddess. You have restored my mother to me, a debt I can never repay. Beloved daughters must stick together, Diana. Continue the good work you have begun, and one day bring the reckoning of which you speak. And I will consider your debt paid in full, in honor of all lost daughters everywhere. Does she like her husband? She doesn't like Hades, right? That's what I'm getting from this, because she seemed like she's ready to divorce him. I mean, I would divorce him too, because he's talking crazy. The Wild Isle. Now, all this time I thought I was teaching you how to beat the arena, when really you were teaching me. We were teaching each other, as it has been and it always will be. It is poetic how they desire to punish me, to hold me down, to make me disappear. And instead, they gave me a mother that knew all the secrets of the world and taught them to me well. I cannot stay. If I touch the Wild Isle, I must stay for a month. I know. I'll send you a message as soon as I build the Huron in Gateway City as we planned. I fought the Tetracide Mother by Hecate, and do you know how I won? Your lasso. It was the answer. It saved everyone, including me. In Hecate's name, fare thee well, mother. In Hecate's name, daughter. And that concludes this story, because it says here, little Diana. Okay. I think this was Diana when she was little. You see her? So small and tiny. Look at these little bats, these eyeball bats. Interesting. So yeah, that was a nice little story. Little Diana. So it seems like there's another story within this book. So this is story number 3. So you can see images of little Diana right here. I like these little eyeball bats. They're like super cool. I like these. Little Diana by Kelly Thompson, Dustin Yuen, and Becca Carey. Just concentrate, Diana. This is your first transmogrification spell, and you must focus. I know, Mama. Diana, what is that? Diana, this is not in the spirit of what we discussed. Look how happy he is. Oh, she turned him from having like a temper into like looking cheery. I know, but it's what he said he always wanted to be. Isn't he nice? We can do that with magic. Now that he's happy, maybe he won't be so naughty. Let's transform everything. Sigh. Oh, look at her. She's like trying to bring good into like the negative energy. And she's just so happy about that. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I warned you last time. Whomp. You have only yourself to blame. Kick. Now open up. Are you guys okay? Everyone out. You guys have got to be more careful. What if I hadn't found you this time? Look at her saving her friends from being eaten. She was such a good kid. Let's see what else she did. Look at her leading the pack. Crunch. Sigh. No biting, friends. This is your last last warning. I'm very serious. Go. he just ate him. Crazy. A gulp is close enough to bite. Last warning. Look, you had to open him out. My goodness. Pop. Crumble, crumble, crumble. Your head stays small until you can learn not to eat your friends. Those are the rules. She made him little. That's right, because these are your friends, not food. And let's see what else. No, absolutely not. We are already full on friends. But Mama, no. I'm so sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, you win. Hey everyone, meet Frances. Oh, she was a social girl with all the friends. That's nice. Alright, so that was just like a little mini series of like little Diana, which I think was super cute. Let's see, we have we have a cover gallery, so we have some imagery. Okay. Oh, I'm really liking this one. These are really cool. Let's see what else. Some more cover images. Oh, this one's really cool too. I like this one and this one. Nice. Oh, and these are some character designs with Pegasus. Alright. Cool. And that's it. So, thank you for joining me on this read along of Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you would like to see in the comments below. And I'll see you next time.